often put it this way. In order for us to be in the state that we are in today as people, we have to be out of our minds. We literally have to be crazy. It is necessary for us to be crazy. It is necessary for us to be backwards. It is necessary for us to be maladjusted. It is necessary for us to be disunited. It is necessary for us to be self-hating. It is necessary for us to be filled with an inferiority complex. In a world where the European is essentially about 10% of the world's population, if that 10% is to continue to rule over the other 90%, it must keep that 90% out of its mind. It must keep that 90% in a state of deception. It must keep...
Hey, how you doing, Dan? Welcome back. This is, as usual, Brian HRap Williams. This is Rapping with HRap, where we have conversation with people in the community who are trying to do exactly what I'm trying to do: uplift the community, empower the community, and make sure, as Dr. Amos Wilson said, we are in our right frame of minds, mentally, spiritually, and physically, so we can help us, help our children. And as I say every day, the mission is to make sure our grandchildren's grandchildren live a wonderful life. Today's guest is a personal friend of mine. He's a man of the community. He's a man of God. He spent a gigantic portion of his life doing what's good in the community. Former lieutenant in the Chicago Police Department, created the Divine Purpose Organization for Children, and now he's with the Chicago Cultural and Art Alliance, something else he created. And he's here to talk about this and talk about the things that he's doing, and ask you guys to assist him with support and financial support, especially, and participate, so we can get the trash off the streets, so we can get the young people in a great state of mind, and older people as well. Thank you for joining me, Dan. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I love that introduction, man. So it makes me feel important.
Hey, the Cash App came through right before I started.
Yeah, I took care of you. It's all good.
But thanks for giving me your time, and I'm always here to help you and anybody who's out there in the community who's doing communal work, or as we say, God's work, because we need to do everything that we need to, with everything we can, to improve our community on the west, south, east, north side, wherever you are. We need to do this as people, and then at that point, our surroundings will be better. Then we'll be better.
Amen.
Today we're talking about the Chicago Cultural and Arts Alliance. Tell us about what that is and what's going on.
For those who don't know me, Daniel Allen, I was with the Chicago Police Department for 31 years. I just retired last June. But my latter years on the police department, I really had developed a passion for community policing, which I'm still working as a community policing consultant to this day, because I was that effective along with my team. We did a lot of great stuff. So a little background: me and my wife started a youth organization called Divine Purpose Youth Performing Arts Center. We started that organization probably 25 years ago. So I was simultaneously doing youth services while I was in law enforcement. And then around 2017, I got approached by a couple of people who asked me would I be interested in starting an alliance by bringing some people up under the organization, like grassroots non-for-profits who interested in starting their own vision and mission in non-for-profit work, or even for-profit work. So we started it in 2018 really. And we did some great things. Chicago Arts Alliance, our claim to fame really was Empower Her. And that's where my wife and my daughter, we did a lot of female-led shows with female DJs, models. And that was really our claim to fame with the Alliance. And then COVID hit. And of course, everything got shut down. So once COVID got lifted, because I was in community policing and was doing violence prevention initiatives for so long, I applied for a state grant, a violence prevention initiative grant, which we did receive. And so what the Alliance does now is we do violence prevention initiatives, and we integrate fine arts within that initiative in like the west side of Chicago, West Garfield, Austin primarily. The reason we named the Chicago Cultural Performing Arts Alliance is because the goal was we wanted to represent Chicago and take this thing on the road and share some of our skill sets, share some of my community policing skill sets, share my music background, and as well as violence prevention initiatives that we're doing. So that's the alliance in a nutshell. We're still seeking funding because we didn't get reinstated for our new grant. Was a little upset about that, but so I got to holler at some people at the state so we can make this happen with us, which is another story. But that's where we are in a nutshell.
Okay. What when you showcase this, what are you doing, and how can we be notified in regards to what we need, how we can come to them and assist you in the support, whether it be physically purchasing tickets or financially donating money to your cause?
Yeah, how you can assist us is like a lot of times when we do pop-up events, we add music to it. So we'll go into an area where violence is peaking in the summer months, and we'll set up a DJ. We'll have live performers come out there in the heart of the area where the issues are taking place at. The same model that I took from the police department as a community policing lieutenant. That's what we did. We identified areas that had issues, and then we would go and we would target those areas. And the things we need help with is like donating food, monetary donations to help us pay for entertainment. Even if somebody when it gets cooler outside, or somebody have a venue that they would like us to utilize, then we can utilize their venues to do these events year round. Because I got a lot of mega music talent around me. I'm not no punk myself. So with that being said, that's what we can use to help with. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how does these things come together? Like, how do you construct these events? Like you said, you got music, you have modeling, you have other things. How are these events traditionally structured so people can know what they can put a vision in their mind on how we can assist and what to be looking for?
So each event is individually tailored, right? So, for example, if I want to do a pop-up event outdoors, normally what I do is I'll contact another business in that area, whether it be a retail store, a liquor store, whatever it is, and I'll say, look, guys, we want to do a pop-up right near your location. Can you partner with us with this? And because of my background in community policing, most people know me on the West Side, or if they don't know me, they know of me. And normally that's how we collaborate. That's the key word, is collaborations. And that's how we set up an event. Now, when we do indoor events, that's tailored individually as well. For example, with this link you see up on Ticket Falcon, the Alliance Gala, what we do, how we set this event up was we decided to have a community appreciation gala, because a lot of people have really showed me a lot of love. When I was a sergeant and as a lieutenant, I got plenty of community awards. I wanted to give back to people that I know that's out here grinding and doing God's work. So we tailored this individual gala, which I could talk a little bit more about, for April 5th. And it was just a planned event.
Okay. Now, you mentioned one of the things that piqued my interest. You mentioned when violence peaks, that's when you show up to hopefully diffuse the violence. Now, how, like this is just my theory, and I'm listening to you, and I'm coming. I have a passion project that's in my head, and one of my theories is people who benefit from the good, they get attention. People who, like, if you reduce it to an academic situation, A students and honor roll students, they get a lot of attention. The F students and the D students get a lot of attention, but it's a lot of attention that's needed in the middle. How do we, as a community, and not just you, how do we get behind you and then the rest of us figure out a way to get the people in the middle? Because I think it's more of us in the middle than at the top and the bottom.
And it's funny, that's a good question, because with the Alliance, one of the things that we have developed is what we call a steering committee, which is brand new. So if anybody want to be involved in the steering committee, what the steering committee can do with our Alliance is meet with us monthly and share strategies and ideas on things that we should do in the community. So that way I'm getting community feedback from people that want to be a part of our steering committee. And to be a part of our steering committee, all you have to do is go to our website, which I'll post as well. And then you can join our steering committee free of charge. and help us share ideas so that we could be more tactful with our approach.
Yeah. I really think that's needed. And like I do a program every day, and it's not about me, but I do a program every day, 5 days a week. And I always mention the church. Me and you are both in the church, and I think we need to get back to the church programs, because the church used to be home base in the community. And I know people have been spiritually wounded in regards to interactions in church, but if we just use the church as a home base, I definitely think we'll be a better community by doing that. What are your thoughts on getting back inside the church? Not even to attend church, but you know what? You also would attend church. Some of y'all heathens. But what are your thoughts about reestablishing home base in churches? Because I really believe that's needed as well. And this is the website that we was talking about.
Yeah, that is the key. One of the things that I recommend is that I use my old district, the 11th district, which is by Harrison and Kesey, and I use the 15th district, which is by Madison and Menard.
Okay.
They have a faith-based committee. So I, even though I'm retired from CPD, I'm still a part of CPD.
Okay.
So I work with the 15th district had their meeting today. So every second Tuesday of the month, led by Pastor Epstein, and then every fourth Tuesday of the month, the 11th district, led by Pastor Side Fields, has what we call a faith-based meeting. And it's led by two pastors, and it's faith leaders and community organizations, school leaders, churches, etc. They attend this monthly meeting at these two different districts, and they set up strategies. And basically what that's doing is getting the church outside the four walls, but more importantly, is bringing the love of God to the community in addition to resources as we develop strategies with the police department. So it's amazing.
Man, that's awesome to hear. Simply because a lot of people, they say, this has become a saying of the times. I'm spiritual. I just don't deal with religion. Well, if everybody lives somewhere, and what you just covered is just the majority of the West Side with those two districts. That's the majority of the West Side. So, and then people, well, ain't nobody doing anything. Now we don't have those excuses anymore. You listen to this program. Please share this program. As I say every day, hit the like button, hit that share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, because I'm going to continue to work with Dan, and we're gonna do everything we can to clean up the streets physically and in a communal sense, and then we're gonna make the West Side a better place. We're gonna make the West Side a source of pride, like it used to be. West Side people used to be outrageously proud, and we need to restore that. And the only way we're gonna do that is to get the entire community involved. I never knew about these two meetings because and Tuesday's my day off, so I would have definitely attended some. How do you become streamlined in this kind of information? Because people always say, I didn't know. Let's make sure people know.
Yeah, it's real simple. All you got to do is Google the 15th district phone number and say, hey, I want to be connected to the community policing office. Okay. Same with the 11th district. You can Google their phone numbers and say, I want to talk to the community policing office. When you talk to the community policing office, there will be somebody, whether it's the sergeant or an officer that works in his office. They will actually take down your information, and then they will email you the schedule of events, including the faith-based meeting.
Okay, great. See, these are things that I'm glad I asked you to come on today, because everybody always complains. I didn't know. Nobody's doing anything. DCC, you have to know, and you don't have to know, because everybody. My goal in life, this is truly my goal, my mission, this is my passion project, and my mission is to stop people from saying what somebody should know. Uplift this community and stop saying what people should know, because you don't know. It wasn't long ago you didn't know what you didn't know. Exactly. Me and my mom years ago, God rest her soul, took a class on a Saturday. It was an 8-hour class. Things you don't know, you don't know. So there's people out here that care. There's people out here who love our children, much like yourself and the other people that are working with you, and myself as well. And we just have to continue to link up, come together, and then we get things accomplished. Give the date on your next program, and then you say you're going to come back around April 5th, you said?
Yeah, if you want to
share. Don't make the commitment, we'll figure it out. But
yeah. So you want me to talk about the program, the April 5th?
Yeah, that's coming up, yeah. As much as you can.
If you don't mind sharing that on the screen.
The other, oh yeah, my fault. Let me get back to that.
The Ticket Falcon. Then I'll talk about it.
Okay, one second. Let me get back to that link that I created. Oh, where's that link? Oh, there it is. There's so much mess up here.
Okay. So if you click on this link right here, the Ticket Falcon, you'll see a flyer and you'll see the information. The tickets are only $35 for this event, which is very cheap for a fundraiser gala. And we made the prices low because it's our second time doing it, and as we increase, and get more notoriety, then prices probably will elevate. So on April 5th at around 6 p.m. at the Bethel New Life Amberg Hall, which is right on the west side, 1140 North Lamont, we are hosting our second annual Community Appreciation Gala. And what this event entails is celebrating 3 prestigious leaders on the west side. There's a lot of great leaders on the west side and the community as a whole that people just don't know about. So simultaneously, while we're sharing what the Alliance is about and what we're doing in the community at this gala, we're celebrating 3 awesome individuals. One gentleman name is Marshawn Phelps. He's on the west in Austin, and he does yoga. He has a background, but he turned his life around, and he's doing some amazing work. He does outreach for Build. He's a community leader. We celebrated Marshawn Phelps. Then we're celebrating Mrs. Robin Edwards, who's a profound musician, singer, songwriter, and also the executive director for the Hiplet Dancers. I had the luxury to work with her husband on the police department, Daryl Edwards. That's my buddy. Robin is outstanding. Me and her done music projects together, and I plan on getting her to do some more. And then the last person that we're honoring is Vicki Davis from Vicky's Catering, who is very popular on the west side of Chicago as well too. She has an amazing catering company, and we told her, we don't want you to cater this event because we don't want you working. Because I know how it is when you can say, okay, my company is catering this event, you still gonna be working, watching your people. So we was like, no, we're gonna use another catering company, but then we're gonna make sure we use you for our next event. And at this event, we're gonna have live DJ presentations for the 3 people we're celebrating, and just networking and just sharing what the Alliance is about. $35 April 5th from 6 o'clock to like 8:30 to 9 o'clock p.m. Come on now.
Okay, well, I can assure you 2 people gonna come because I'm gonna buy 1 ticket. They're gonna buy the other. It's my aunt and my uncle, and I'm gonna share with other people, share with people in my church, because I'm tired of the excuse of it's not what needs to be done. We're going to do it. Me and you gonna continue to work together. If you got anything, I know your time is brief. If you got anything else to promote, let's do it. And then if not, we're gonna sign off, man. Dan, thank you. And if at all possible, tell those people to reach out to me, because I want to promote. I don't even know if you know this about me. My father used to be part of the Black Panther Party self-defense. He died in the street doing what me and you are trying to do. So I'm gonna pick up the mantra, and me and you and him and everybody that before and after us, we're gonna make sure the streets of Chicago, especially on the west side where we're from, are better, stronger, and unite. So if you got anything to add to that, please do.
Okay, yeah, I close out on talking about my initial non-for-profit. Me and my wife, Victoria Allen. It's called Divine Purpose Youth Performing Arts Center. The website is www.divinepurposeyouth.org. That's in West Garfield. We're in space at the Care Center, which is 230 North Colmar, which used to be a school called Marconi, for Pastor Whitley, our partner from United for Better Living. They have ownership into the building, and we are partnering with him, as well as Pastor John Harrell from Black Men United. So we are partnering with 2 amazing leaders. So during spring break of CPS spring break, if your kids need something to do, all you have to do is go on our website, Divine Purpose Youth website, and contact my wife, Victoria Allen. We got some amazing things going on for spring break this year, and it's for little of nothing. And then we're partnering with, like I said, United for Better Living, and we're partnering with the Chicago Park District. We all inhabit space in that building, and we got some great stuff going on for youth. So and like I said, little or nothing, if anybody need some youth initiatives to do. And I'm also in the process of putting together a dynamic youth choir that's going to be for the whole west side. So that's my youth field. The Alliance is my adult field. That's all I got.
And with that being said, I don't want to co-sign the divine purpose because I actually used to hate on Dan because my son used to come home and like, man, Dan did this, Dan did that. Man, shut up, Tom. Him and his wife are excellent at taking care of children. Both my children went through their program and they're aged 31 and 27. And to this day, we talk about Dan and Vicky. So if you want people who actually care, people who are actually going to give your kids focus and something to do, you reach out to the www.divinepurposeyouth.org and you will be definitely satisfied. Your children will come home uplifted spiritually, mentally, and physically, and it'll give them something to do besides standing around doing nothing. Thank you again, Dan. You are more than welcome each and every time. Anytime you want to talk about something, please reach out to me because I want to grow my platform. Platform. I left another platform. I started here, and it's grown exponentially. I need everybody that, you know, not just to help me, but I need everybody to participate to make the West Side beautiful again, make Chicago beautiful again, make the Black community beautiful again, making working class America beautiful again. We're not gonna deal with them people with the red hats. We got red, black, and green hats. How about that?
Amen. I just want to give Brian a lot of kudos, community, because he's doing some amazing stuff, giving people like myself a platform. This is great. This is a great opportunity for us. So please utilize his service because he's amazing at what he do, and I'm proud to be his partner.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, brother. Everybody who's watching, everybody who will watch, everybody who won't watch, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend to tap in. And with that being said, we are out. Just a second, Dan. Hold on.
Okay.
And it is necessary for those people who rule over us and who rule over African people the world over, if those people are to stay in power, they must destroy our ability to love each other in a healthy sort of way. This is why